NRL Fantasy coaches or those considering joining the game, welcome back. I'm Longy here for the casual athlete and zero tackle to bring you the top buys for round 22. We're going to go through the top five, and you're going to recognize a lot of these guys off our other video where we talked about the top scorers from last week. So first up, Nathan Cleary. He was the number one guy last week, absolutely dominated the Dragons, just tore them apart. They couldn't tackle him. He had 3 tries, 2 try assists, 250 run meters. Absolutely insane game from him. He's priced at 874K. Now, that's up about 40K from last week, but still a discount for him. 65.9 is that average. That takes into account, a few injuries here and there, that sort of thing. I think that's going to float up towards the 75 towards the end of the year. So, me looking at Nathan Cleary, it's an A-plus option. He is the number one player in fantasy for a reason. And if you can get him this week, you have to get him this week. The only risk is that you might get a rest towards the end, but I wouldn't stress it too much. He's the best player in fantasy. Go and get him for your team. Next up, Adam Fanua-Blake, and this is a little bit fixture dependent here. So I've got an Eels jersey up here. I've got another Eels jersey up here. 01 and 09 grand finals, both losses for us. I'm expecting us to lose to the Warriors as well. A bit of a sad Eels fan right now, but I'm looking at Adam Fanua-Blake, and I just reckon he scores a try in this game. I'm really confident he scores a try in this game against Parramatta. So 727K, he's averaging 57 points. He's playing massive minutes because there's no Tohu Harris. He has big attacking upside. It's a B-plus grade, and it's very similar to another guy we're going to talk about shortly as well. But I just reckon Fanua-Blake, he's going to be hot for the run home. Have a look at him if you like him. Around 27 buy is the only problem. Now, Payne Haas is the other option if you're looking at middle forwards this week. So 818K, a lot more expensive, about 80K more expensive. 62 average, so a bit of a higher average, and he's a bit more of a consistent scorer than Fanua-Blake. So it doesn't rely on those big attacking plays, but more, you look at last week, for example, scored 70 points in 71 minutes, just pure base, right? So run meters, tackles, some tackle breaks, some offloads, but nothing else really, just that pure base stat stuff. B-plus grade only because the Broncos have a bye in 2 weeks' time, so he's going to miss a game during your head-to-head finals. That's the one thing I'd be concerned about. If you are going well and you can cover for one player out in a couple of weeks' time, so be it. Go with Payne Haas. Now, the fourth option here, Jamal Fogarty, absolute beast as well, on fire the last 2 weeks, came back from injury. Obviously, he's just absolutely killing it. He's been feeding Hudson Young a lot of good ball as well. So Hudson Young is a big beneficiary from Fogarty coming back. But I'm looking at him, 735K. It's a good price point. 57.7 is a great average, and he's at the half position. It's an A grade. I've got him above Haas and above Fanua-Blake as well. I just think his scoring is more reliable, less reliant on attacking stats than Fanua-Blake, and doesn't have the bye problems that Haas has. So Jamal Fogarty could be that option that absolutely kills it for you on the run home. Bit of a pod. Not a lot of teams have him. I like him a lot. Now, Isaiah goes the last one here, 772K. He's averaging about 62 points, and he played 80 minutes last week. Now, the pluses for Isaiah Yeo right now are that 1, he never scores below 55 points. 2, Penrith are looking super hot. And 3, Fisher Harris is out for about a month as well. So scans are still confirming all that sort of thing. But it's looking like about a month, which means that you're going to see guys like, Lindsay Smith, and we're going to see a few of these other guys off the bench sort of sliding in, even Eisenhuth, Liam Henry. They're going to slide into that starting team, slide into those prop minutes instead, which means that they're not going to be stealing minutes from Isaiah Yeo. So we might see more minutes for him on the run home, which could mean even higher averages than the 62. Could be 65, could be closer to 70 points instead. Sky's the limit for Isaiah Yeo. Great option, A grade buy. Now, that is our top buys for round 22. Look, they're the top guys in fantasy, right? So there's nothing too crazy about these options, but the crazy picks video is coming next. That's where I go through some of the real wild card options we can go after. I'm going to give a spoiler, a guy like Cam Munster, who's coming back full-time this week for the Storm, up against the Dragons, who let Nathan Cleary score big last week. So we'll talk about that next, but good luck this week, guys. Hopefully when you head-to-head finals, and I'll see you on the next video.